friends, it's me, the Ebony Otaku, the well-rounded nerd. I thought I'd try something a little different today because I'm still working on my cooking video editing skills. I did one and I was like, this doesn't look like the other YouTube videos. And it's not even an issue of comparing what I'm doing to other videos. You know, you just want to put out something that's quality, that people will like, and that you can be proud of. And though the recipes I'm proud of, the quality of the video content I am not. So I'm still working on those. So gonna do something a little different today. I went to the Asian market to do my regular grocery shopping today. I go to the American markets and the Asian market and the whatever else is available, the international markets, just to see what's around because it's fun. So I did a little picking today and I found some interesting things I thought we would try together. But before we get into that, just a reminder to everyone, I'm still trying to become a YouTuber who has more than like 6 subscribers. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my little bitty channel. And once I reach 500 across all of my platforms, however long that takes, across the Instagram, the YouTube, and the Twitter, once they all reach 500 followers / subscribers, I will be picking a winner from each out of the subscribers to receive an awesome nerdy gift. I am wearing an example of an awesome nerdy gift today. It's my Hello Kitty apron. Did I buy a pink apron just because it had Hello Kitty on it? Yeah, and it came with a bow. What's not to love? I love everything about being a girl nerd. If you're gonna be a girl nerd, now is the time to do it. We have all of the best stuff. So please like, comment, subscribe, share, and help me become a significant enough YouTuber. Yay, okay, now that's out the way. So let's talk about the treats I found. Speaking of Hello Kitty, did I buy a container of snacks not knowing what they were simply because? Yeah, did. Didn't even know what they were. I was like, ooh, Hello Kitty. I think I want that. But it turned out to be a treat I have had before in my travels. That's something I miss. I used to travel quite extensively before the disease that shall not be named hit the world, just like a lot of us. Not one of those people who was like, oh yeah, I went somewhere once a year. No. I used to stay on the road. It was part of my job and then for my personal life as well. But my favorite thing to do going places is to try the food, you know, the food that people have day to day, go to different restaurants, try the snacks that are available. If you've never taken a trans-Pacific or a transatlantic flight, business class, you need to, because the snackage that is available, OMG, you need it in your life. Anywho, but I found these. Aren't they cute? Look at all the little Hello Kitty cuteness that's on it. I love everything about it. But these are rice sticks. And there's different kinds out there. A lot of the rice sticks I've seen, the actual snack itself still looks like little kernels of rice stuck together. But this one is not. It's more molded. You can see they've ground up the rice, turned it into a paste and a cake. And in the center there's a cream. And this one is particularly egg flavored, which I think to us would mean, those of us who are not of Asian descent and eat these regularly, more of a custard type flavor. And this is peculiar. So we're used to cakey snacks being always sweet. This doesn't hit you with a high level of sweetness. This is more of a salty savory with just a slight hint of that creamy goodness. That slight creamy goodness in the middle has just that, a soupçon of sweetness. Well, not overpowering. I would almost liken this taste to a really light almond butter or really light, not peanut butter, that's too heavy, but more like an almond butter, a cashew butter. Somewhere in that range, but toasted. Super yummy. Am I going to finish it in front of you? This is rude. Eating when people can't join you? Oh, that's taken longer to chew than I thought it would. Hi, puppy. You want a snack too? My dog is down here. He is Always begging for the food. If there's food to be involved, he wants there. So there was only one treat in that particular, thank you, Sammy. There's only one treat in that particular box. But then I saw this, and I love a variety pack because then you get to try many things. Don't you bump my tripod. Go over there. Go on. Go lay down. That's a good boy. He almost bumped my tripod. I found this. Let me make sure y'all can see it. This is an assorted Taiwan souvenir. I think it's a cookie box. I'm not even gonna call it cookie. These are more like tea time treats. Inside they have a pineapple cake, red bean rice cake, one of my favorites. If you don't know mochi, you need red bean and mochi in your life. It is delish. I never knew that beans could be a dessert, but they can. But that's one of those things I've never attempted to make on my own because the process of turning red beans into a desserty type thing, and not dessert in the sense of like a cake or something, but just something that hits those sweet notes that you want. It's a process, and it's not a process that I've gotten into yet. I'll make kimchi from scratch, but I haven't touched the red beans yet. Anywho, the next one here is a bubble milk tea nougat cookie. That sounds interesting. So are there tapioca pearls in it? We'll find out in a second. And the last one is a mango jelly. What? And I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason I bought it is the box is pretty. Don't you love pretty packaging? I love it. When vendors take pride in how they present things to consumers, it makes me want to buy it more. And that is just lovely. Am I going to keep this box? No, but I'm probably going to cut this lid off and figure out something artistic to do with it. Because as you can see, homegirl is into color. So the question becomes, which one should we try first? I know what red bean rice cake mochi tastes like. I have that all the time. But I've never had, what is this here? The pineapple cake. I'm squinting because I don't have my glasses on. Let's try the pineapple cake first. I'm just gonna sit here and eat snacks while you watch. Isn't this cute? Look at it. Look at the little thing. Eee. Pineapple cake, let's try it. And you know, you remember, if you open it, you gotta eat it. So let's try. Crumbly. Super crumbly. I should have planned to have a glass of water near me. I will think ahead next time. It's a shortbread kind of cake when you bite into it. See? Shortbread. It's a soft shortbread, but it's very crumbly once you get into the middle. There's not a ton of filling. What I found in a lot of desserts once you get out of, you know, westernized countries is that dessert isn't overly sweet, overly sugar-fied. It's not that it's not sweet. The sweetness tends to come from, you know, things like fruit juices, fruit extracts, natural palm sugar, cane sugar, and it's a different type of sweetness. I remember when I was in the Philippines for a while, just, you know, doing what you do, and I loved every second of it. I think I said this in the last video. If you've never gone to the Philippines, you need to. It's awesome. Anywho, when I was in the Philippines, I noticed in a lot of the stores, candy that comes from America and Europe was marked up like exponentially. Like a Hershey chocolate bar was 3-4 times the cost of what it is here. And one of the things we did for the people that we were, you know, chilling with over there is we actually just brought American candy because they wanted it, because it's a different type of sweetness. They are reacting to our candy the way that we react to their candy. It's novel, it's different, and it's a fun way to experience another culture. So if you got kids that you're trying to introduce to different cultures of eating, maybe not start with a full 5-course meal. Maybe start with snacks, start with treats. I do a lot of children's church teaching, and I teach martial arts and that type of thing. And a lot of times with the kids, when I have the opportunity, I would bring back from my travels treats for them to try. And a lot of times I wouldn't tell them what it was until they had it. And then they go, oh, this was so good. And I'd say, yeah, wasn't that awesome? And then I'd tell them what it was. and vice versa. You know, that works both ways. But it's a great way to introduce other cultures and then think about where the ingredients come from and why we use this kind of bread or this kind of sweet mixture or whatever it happens to be. You know, but I like this. This is good. This is the kind of thing you kind of have with tea. And I'm going to finish it when I pour myself something to drink. I wish I had thought of that before, because there's no way I'm going to be able to get that sandy thing down without a treat. Oh, now this is the one I'm going to save this one for last. This is the jelly. No, we're going to save the mango jelly for last. Here we go. Oh, okay, so this is the mochi cake. Not the mochi cake. This one is the, hold up, let me get it right. This is the Boba Nougat. So, you know, well, I like nougat. I like nougat. Is it nougat or nougat? Nougat. Ooh, I almost said a bad word. Oops. It's one of those words that depending on where you are, how you say it changes. So here it is. It almost looks a little bit, excuse me, it almost looks a little bit like a trail mix bar or something. This one smells sweeter than the last one, 100%. So it's got those little cut up jellies in it, if you can see. Yeah, and you got the nougat all around. So there's only one way to find out. Oh, I like that. Mmm. Oh, that is delicious. Mmm. They had a whole box of just those at the store. That might be coming home with me next time I go to the Asian market. That is fantastic. Mmm. It's creamy. It's got this really smooth, creamy texture from the nougat. But then you got these little bites of whatever this boba stuff is. This isn't tapioca. It's some kind of dried fruit. I'm going to assume it's either mango or pineapple from the rest of the box. Because there are words on this box I can't read. I'm going to assume this is Thai on the box. I don't know. Because it's not my native language. Oh, wait. Look, it's got ingredients back here on English. Let's see here. Bubble milk tea nougat cookie. Net weight, preservation method, allergens. Well, it's vegetarian, whatever it is. Keep in a cool, dry place. Chew thoroughly to avoid choking. Okay, that's important. Well, I'm not seeing the magic ingredient there. Because the pineapple cake straight up says it's pineapple jam in the middle, and that was definitely pineapple jam. Well, I'm gonna have to do some more investigating, but whatever little piece of dried fruit was in there was delicious. Okay, so I'll just show you the, oh, it's a little, okay, I told the fib I'm gonna eat it. A little rice cake, yay, I love a little rice cake. If you've never had rice cakes, this is a really good first time treat. If you're trying to, you know, get into food from other cultures. And you know what? The red bean is surprising. I remember the first time I had red bean in a rice cake. And it was the first time I had red bean and all. And it was years ago. I'm not telling you how old I am. It was a few years ago. And I was so surprised by the flavor and the texture. Bean paste is very smooth once it's made. It doesn't start that way. And it's surprisingly sweet. Now, sugar's added. You know, you can use rice syrup, palm sugar, regular sugar. There's 1,000 recipes out there for turning it into a dessert. But what's really interesting is the casing, the rice cake. This is rice. Now, it's glutinous rice, and it's pounded to a pulp to turn it into this. If you've never seen mochi made live, go on YouTube and find a video. It is super cool, and there's a lot of trust between the person hitting the mallet and the person turning over the rice cake over and over. I mean, that is what relationship goals are right there. But just the process of making this, and then the histories and different cultures of why these are eaten and when they're eaten. And for me, it's just a nice snack to have on a afternoon. Never sad about it. And you know what? Notice the ratio of filling to dumpling. I mean, because technically this is a dumpling, I would guess. I mean, thing on the outside, filling in the middle. Notice the ratio. Not too much, not too little. You get just the right bite. I'm having a really good video. Okay, last one. I love jelly candy. So this is the mango jelly. Look at that cute little bag. Oh, it's almost too cute to open. So if you've never had jelly candies, there's so many kinds. I've got a jar of stick jelly candy that just stays on my countertop. And when I want something sweet, but I'm trying not to eat a whole bunch of crazy sugar, I go for one of those because they're usually sweetened with non-artificial sugars, which I appreciate. There's still sugar in it. It's just, you know, fruit sugar, not processed sugar. But this is interesting because it doesn't look like there's a casing inside this. This little pouch is the casing. So this might get real undignified when I open this one to eat it. So let's see. Oh, there it is. Oh, I was right. This is going to be undignified. There it is in there. Oh, look at that. Can you see it? Yeah, I'm trying not to. There's juice pouring out. Oh, that was delicious. There you go. Focus in. Ah, there you go. Yeah, better focus. Awesome. So that's our little jelly. And gelled candies, if you don't have texture issues, are delicious because somehow they pack a crazy amount of flavor into these things. I've always enjoyed jelly candy, and that's another one that I introduce to kids a lot because kids love stuff like this. Kids and me. And I once brought a big container of like 100 jellies to one of my children's church classes after I'd been traveling, and I brought it back from overseas, and they went nuts for them. I mean, I gave them each a couple, and they're like, can we have more? Can we have more? Can I have like 4 more? They loved them. They loved everything about it. So just stuff like this is just a great way to introduce cultures. So let's get undignified and try it out. I think this is like a 1 bite thing. So y'all don't judge me in the comments for this. And this looks terrible, doesn't it? Oh my. That's almost like a pudding. It's like a solid pudding. There's no way that could have gone down in 1 bite. No, that wouldn't have worked. I'd have choked on camera. And I would have had to start. Someone called me right in the middle of filming this, and I refused to start over because I think this video was adorable. Anywho, but this has a more pudding consistency to it. There's no way you could eat this in 1 bite, you know, unless you can unhinge your jaw like a snake, but it is wonderful. This is a good summertime treat because it's got that kind of cooling effect to it. You get that little bit of juice that's surrounding the jelly itself, and it's got a very intense mango flavor, but it's, again, not overly sweet. Just right. I got to finish it. Me and the jelly, huh? This is turning into ASMR, isn't it? So I understand now when people eat on camera because it justifies the eating, but we're not going to get into mukbang territory here. That's not going to happen. But anywho, those are delicious. Again, I found both of these, this one and these guys here. I found them both at my local Asian market. I am very fortunate to live in a city that has a huge international population. So we don't just have Asian markets out there. We have full-on international markets. I can get stuff from Europe, South America, Africa, Asia, doesn't matter. Of course, here, because, you know, I live in America, but I can get food from anywhere. And I really appreciate that because it gives me the opportunity to experience a little bit of another culture that I may not get to experience live. Because every culture out there has food traditions, and food traditions are wonderful ways to experience other people. And I think that's something we need more of these days. You and I, me, we, all of us need to find reasons and ways to experience the best of one another. And food is a great way to do that. Now, I do promise that my own recipe videos are coming eventually. People keep asking about them. And as soon as I quit making mistakes in the filming, that's when they'll show up. So thank you all for joining me today. Hope you have a great rest of your day, night, weekend, morning, wherever you happen to be on the planet. Thanks for joining me. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will chat about Asian snacks down in the comments.